Hi everyone, it's Chris from the Evermore podcast on the Evermore YouTube channel. This is a new show we're doing called Rumour Has It. Any breaking news, any transfer news for the club, anything that's confirmed or speculated, we're going to be covering it right across the summer. And we've got some interesting news on the potential appointment of Dan Ashworth in this episode. So just before we do a little bit of housekeeping, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We're looking to break that 400 subscriber mark. We're currently on 383, so we'd love it if you can click that button, help us get to 400, lickety split. That'll be fantastic. But back to the news. There's been a little bit of breaking news going through the kind of social media corridors of Newcastle United. There was this article that broke from Craig Hope of the Daily Mail. Top bloke. I've had a pint with Craig before, and he's got his finger on the pulse. A little bit of talk about Dan Ashworth. So the rumour goes that obviously Dan Ashworth was on gardening leave. We all know that. He was on gardening leave, I believe, until November. But Newcastle United seem to be interested in paying a bit of extra money to get Dan Ashworth a bit quicker in time for the summer transfer window, which makes a lot of sense in many ways. The reported fee, according to Craig Hope's article, is £5 million that Brighton are holding out for. So there's a bit of negotiation going on there with the club. It's quite an interesting approach because I think we've seen some news recently where some of our supposed targets have gone to other clubs. I think Diego Carlos and Camara have decided to go Aston Villa. And there's been a lot of talk about the wage packets. I think Carlos and Camara are on over 150 grand a week. There's been a lot of talk that Newcastle United our new owners won't break that bank and won't pay people that level of money a week. So it's an interesting one. So we'll have to see how that develops over the summer. But I think potentially losing some of those targets early on might accelerate the need to get Dan Ashworth into post, which makes a lot of sense. As was said, you know, we're going to go into a really important summer, possibly the most important summer of the club's history. So we really need to do our business early doors and get these players in. We did really well in January, to be fair, getting the likes of Trippier in early doors, getting the likes of Dan Burn in, Matty Target, obviously Bruno, which was an amazing job. But this summer, we're going to have to be adding at least that kind of level of quality, if not more. There is rumours and there is stories going around that there's a bit of a Newcastle tax on players, where people think because we're dripping in money that they can whack accelerated fees on. And this has possibly been the case with Dan Ashworth as well, that Brighton have stuck him on gardening leave for an extended period of time, maybe forcing Newcastle United's hand to shove that forward and try to get a little bit of extra money in the pocket, to get Dan Ashworth starting earlier. If anyone doesn't know who Dan Ashworth is, just a little slide that Mark's knocked up for us there, just to remind you. So Dan Ashworth, 2000, 2001, he was Academy Director of Peterborough. They've been quite renowned for producing some decent young players. 2001, 2004, he was the Centre of Excellence Director at Cambridge United. 2004 to 12, he was the Youth Team Manager and Sporting Director at West Bromwich Albion. 2012 to 2018, he was the FA Director of Elite Development, which is a massive part of his development, because a lot of people have credited him with England's success and how they've reached, semi-finals and finals of major competitions over the last few years. And from 2018 up until recently, he was the technical director at Brighton and Hove Albion, and he's done a great job there. Look at some of the players they've signed, some of the development and the fitness levels of the players, obviously getting Graham Potter in post. He's done a fantastic job, and apparently he is a real fan of Eddie Howe as well. He even touted him as a future England manager when he was part of the FA. So that says that they're going to have hopefully a really good working relationship together. But I think it is key for Newcastle United to get that man in early doors, and I think this makes a lot of sense to me, paying £5 million to get the guy earlier, because if you can get him earlier and he can start working earlier, we can potentially not lose these targets that we've maybe identified. It's going to be hard to figure out who we're actually after or not, because we're going to be linked to every single player in the world. There'll be a lot of mischief making from agents to try and get, better contracts for the players. I think there was talk of Patrick Schick, I think, who signed a new deal, which potentially his name might have been rumoured just to get more money out of his existing club. There'll be a bit of that going on. There'll be fantastical links to players like Neymar, which no chance we're going to be signing a guy like that. Total wrong character for this club. Likewise, Pogba looks like he's gone back to Juventus. But there's going to be so many links over the summer, guys. We'll be doing loads more of these Rumour Has It shows. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And as I mentioned from the start there, if you could just consider clicking that like and subscribe button and helping us get to the 400 subscriber mark. Ideally, we want to be up to that 1,000 mark as soon as we can, but every little step helps. And if you can get us to 400, we'd absolutely love it. But yeah, so we'll wait to see the breaking news, and when it gets announced that Dan Ashworth is in post, apparently it's supposed to be early June, is a lot of the kind of ITK rumours going around, through the various sources, and there does seem to be a bit of weight behind that. So hopefully, we'll be doing one of these videos when Dan Ashworth is announced, and we'll be able to really look at it in detail. But until then, guys, that's Chris from Evermore signing off. Just a real quick video. Let's keep support that team of Core United. Really exciting summer ahead. We can't wait to bring you more of these videos. Take it easy. Bye now.